Hello everyone, along with the Chinese idiom series videos, I'm going to provide another series about Chinese pronunciation. Firstly, let's have a look at the Mandarin Chinese pronunciation patterns. There's a major typical difference between Mandarin Chinese and Western languages, which is unlike English word, every Chinese word has and only has one syllable. And because of this, if you listen to Chinese pronunciation and you feel totally different from listening to English. And this is also the major difficulty for Western friends who want to learn Mandarin Chinese pronunciation properly. However, you needn't to worry because once you master this pattern and keep practicing, you will get there. This series of videos are designed just for this purpose, which will definitely help you to master Mandarin Chinese pronunciation and speak just like a native Chinese person. Like in English, you might need the help from the APA to get the word pronunciation correct. In Mandarin Chinese, we have a few methods that can help you. The most popular method is called pinyin, and the other methods you might encounter are 反切法 or 注音符号. In this series of videos, we are going to use pinyin to help you. At this moment, you already know that one Mandarin Chinese word only has one syllable. And we call this syllable as 读音 of this word or 音 of this word. And every 读音 of Mandarin Chinese words will have one consonant and a vowel. Because there's only one vowel in this pronunciation, in this 读音, so every Chinese word only has one syllable. One thing that was mentioning is that even though I said consonants and vowels, but they are a little bit different from the ones in English, which I will show you in the following slide. One thing left that before we dive into the consonants and the vowels, which is the tones in Chinese pronunciation. For almost every 读音 in Chinese, we have 4 standard tones for them, which are called 阴平、阳平、上声、去声, or in English, level tone, rising tone, falling rising tone, and falling tone. At the moment, please don't worry about these 4 tones. You just need to know there are 4 tones there, because in the following episode, we are going to practice them together. Apart from 4 standard tones, we have another 2 variants of tones, which are 轻声 and 儿化音. In English, light tone and er tone. From my point of view, this er tone just like schwa in English. Again, don't need to worry about these 2 variants of tones because we are going to practice them together as well. Now it's time for us to learn consonants. In Chinese, we call it 声母. We have 23 consonants. Let's read them from the top to the bottom together. 波 p 摸 f d t n l g k h j q x zh ch sh r z c s i u. If you like, you can follow this slide to try to read these consonants. But if you cannot follow at all, don't worry, because at this moment, the thing that you need to remember is that we got 23 consonants in Chinese Mandarin Pinyin. Next, let's have a look at the vowels. Here I have prepared 40 vowels for you, but please bear in mind there are different lists of vowels. They have different standards for this. Here I prepared 40 of them just for your convenience. Okay, let's read them together. A, W, E, I, U, Ü, E, V, O, U, Y, An, Yin, Wen, Yun, Ang, Ying, Wen, Ya, Wa, Wo, Yo, Yan, Wan, Yu, Yuan, Wen, Wei, Wei, Yang, Wang, Wen, Yun. Again, if you can follow, read them out. If you cannot, don't worry. Just remember that we have prepared 40 vowels for you. Now you know in Mandarin, one word only has one syllable, and one syllable contains only one consonant and one vowel. So based on this, we can basically calculate how many sounds in Mandarin, which is 23 plus 1 times 40. You may wonder why we have 23 consonants, but here we plus 1, because in some syllable we don't need any consonant at all. So 23 plus 1 here. So the total number is about 960. But in reality, not every vowel can be combined with all the consonants. So the fact is that we only got 413 sounds in Mandarin. If we combine the sound with the tones, which got 4 standard tones plus 2 variants, and we can calculate the total sounds with tones. In total, we have 2,478 of them. Again, not every sound has 4 tones. Roughly, we have 2,000 of them in total. Based on this number, I believe you have the confidence in learning Chinese and speaking them well. Lastly, let's have a look at this full list of all pinyin inside. In the following episode, we are going to, based on this list, and practice all songs with all the tones together. So stay with me. Let's get your Mandarin speaking correct. That's all for today. See you next time. Bye.